What's the name of the place that we're going again?
Suwannee County.
Suwannee County.
Suwannee County via Tallahassee.
Okay. Okay, that's not good. What's it doing? Make sure I got the right one in here. Correct?
Yeah.
Back up. Panama City ground, Comanche 8029 pop.
Comanche 8773 pop, Panama City Tower, good morning, runway 16, wind 2408, cleared to land.
You're doing 16? I thought it was like, the wind was at 24.
Calling ground, say again, please.
Comanche 8029 pop, ready to pick up I-4 to 24 Juliet.
Comanche 29 pop, cleared to 24 Juliet Airport as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect 5000 minutes after departure. Jacksonville Center for departure on 120.82. Squawk 4217.
29 pop is cleared to 24 Juliet, 3000 to 5000 after 10, 120.82 on the frequency, 4217 on the squawk code.
Comanche 29 pop, read back correct, advise ready for taxi with Lima.
Two-9 pop is ready to taxi, I have Lima.
Comanche 29 pop, runway 16, taxi via Juliet and Delta.
Juliet and Delta to 16, 29 pop. We're going to use Mike to Delta and then 16, 29 pop.
And I'm so sorry, I was on the other line calling ground or tower. Say one more time for me.
Yeah, it's just 29 pop. I'd like to just go ahead and use Mike to Delta and then to 16.
T29 pop, we had this conversation yesterday, didn't we? We are always at the T hangars. I apologize. Runway 16, taxi via Foxtrot Mike Delta.
Oh, no worries. I'm not your only customer. 29 pop. Oh yeah, it's a direct crosswind just about. Well, no it was, now it's turning. See, this is almost a complete tailwind right now.
Okay. You mean for takeoff or how you're taxiing?
Oh, for takeoff.
Oh.
Look at it. Go right ahead.
Yeah, tailwind to crosswind, so another hour or so, maybe they'll change. It's,
I just don't understand why they're using this runway.
well, it could be because their indicators are showing that it's favoring as a direct crosswind. And it could also be something like...
and it does keep changing.
Yeah. And the other thing that it could be is they have to do X number of operations a year or a month or a quarter using certain runways.
What?
Yeah. I don't know why, but I mean, that's the way it used to seem like at Daytona Beach. Every now and then they could just well be using the long runway, the one that was 10,000 feet long, but instead, because it was more favoring 3-4, they'd run on 3-4. And and somebody was saying, well, they have to do X number of operations off of 3-4 every year, or whatever.
Oh, it's direct crosswind now.
And I think it was more a procedural thing for the controllers. If you're handling the 7 left and 2-5 right all of the time, you're not going to be familiar with the approach patterns for 3-4 or 1-6.
All right, so.
Comanche 8773, Papa Panama City Tower, good morning, wind 230 at 10.
Wow.
Runway 16, cleared to land.
So on the way home, it'll be a little bit later, and we get into ECP here in Panama City. If it's all blowing off and then it's nice weather, let's do this. Let's put me on foggles and just pull the circuit breaker. I want this completely blank. I'm going to go like I'm having a almost total electric or something with this, and then I'll just, oh no, you can't because I have to have my engine stuff.
Right, so
we can't even dim the whole screen. You dim the screen, I lose all my engine stuff.
No, you're right.
Now, what we can do, I'll tell you what we'll do. Next time, I'll bring a piece of paper and
some tape.
A little bit of tape.
Yeah.
And we'll do it that way.
That'll work.
Yeah, if this thing does fail, I have to just go by, I'm used to kind of about how far and what it sounds like and things like that. And that's all you can do.
I'm surprised the certification process doesn't include backup engine instruments, or at least like an oil temp and a RPM and tack, or tack and manifold pressure.
Yeah, they never did. That's kind of strange, actually.
Damn, pilots don't look at those things anyway.
Some of them don't, that's for sure. I mean, even simple things. I mean, I would like to know what fuel I have on board.
Yeah, sure.
So if this screen ever went out, I would definitely declare an emergency. In IFR conditions, anyways. And all right, I'm going to change this.
Okay, so when When we
Okay.
take off, announce and write down your departure time. And then so when you announce it, I'll write it down on here.
All right, fair enough. Let me go ahead and run this up.
Wind 22011.
Did they ever build a fixed gear Comanche?
No.
No.
Nope. The 180 is the original Comanche, then they made bigger engines is all they did,
Right.
basically.
Gotcha.
November 7-3 Papa, turn right next taxiway and taxi into the ramp via Delta, Juliet, monitor ground.
Seat belts on. Looks like
Right.
you're strapped in. You got the door. That's good. Transponder is already. Nope. 4, 2, 1, 7.
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, so 3 to 5.
Thank you very much. I'll
Should
pass
be
it along.
5 probably
Appreciate
right
it.
away, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, let's see. All right, lights are on. Nobody's home.
All right.
Check that again. All right, I'm happy with all that. Tower Comanche 8029 Pop is ready to go 16.
8029 Pop, Panama City Tower, turn left heading 120, climb and maintain 3000, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Heading of 120 up to 3000. 29 Papa's clear to take off 16.
November 7-3 Papa, use caution for men equipment ahead and to your right there off of Delta.
Okay, departure time.
Departure time is 8:42.
Okay.
$50, $60, $70.
Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and put on your foggos. You can always look up to watch yourself punch in.
500 feet.
November 29er Papa, contact Tyndall departure. Good day.
Tyndall departure. Thanks for your help. Tyndall departure. Comanche 8029 Pop. 1000 for 3000.
Comanche 8029 Pop. Tyndall departure. Radar contact. Climb and maintain 5000.
5000 for 29 Pop.
Command Pop, proceed on course to Tallahassee.
On course, Tallahassee, 29 Pop. Alright, Bean and Soup does not bother me at all. It feels like a sucky afternoon bumping around is what it feels like to me.
Yeah, and now it's going to smooth out.
I got one more to go through.
Yeah.
Comanche 8029 Papa, safe flight this on departure bases and tops if able.
Will do, 29 Pop.
Bases were about 800.
Let's call bases 800 and I'll tell you what the tops are.
We're in a gap right now at about 1700.
Little gap at 1700.
Roger.
Oh man.
Economy 51267, stay type landing.
Smooth.
Roger. Army 51267, Roger, clear direct Otto. You can descend pilot discretion, maintain 3000, cross Otto at above 3000, clear to straight in now, let's do 16.
Alright, doing a nice little climb here. Fuel pump is off like it's supposed to be. The mixture and prop are set properly.
Okay.
Tops are 2100, 29 Pop.
8029 Pop, Roger. Well, Army 51267, a PA-24 landed ECP about 10 to 15 minutes ago. He reported the tops at 2,000, bases about 1,000. He
Oh,
had
it's pretty. I
light
like
to
it.
moderate chop on final.
Very cool. And this is why I'm getting my ticket. This is
why.
silly not to be flying on something like this.
Yeah. Climb up on top. Put on your sunglasses.
I'll stay well clear of the thunder boomers. Other than
Absolutely.
that, I'm good. Excuse me. Alright, we got everything in trim.
Army 51267 out of here, this transmitter. Roger.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 22.7 is the target. Oh, nice and smooth.
You're going to get spoiled.
By the time we get home, it's going to be all over rocking and rolling. If there's anything we've proven, it's that. But you know what? I enjoy the mornings. Take what you can get.
Yeah, yeah.
My daughter-in-law says, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Oh well.
'That's the other thing that's nice about the 250 version. It does climb a good bit better.
Yeah, I think they're between 1,000 or 1,500 feet a minute.
Yeah, when we take off, we're doing about 1,000 feet per minute. But when we start getting into the higher altitudes, unless I pull it back, we're going to be doing 500 feet per minute. And
yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Thousand feet to go.
Army 51267, contact the tower 118.95.
Airmen, runway 1836, closed, aircraft more than 41,000 pound max takeoff weight. Advise initial contact, you have hotel. Tallahassee International Airport Information Hotel, 1253 Zulu, wind 240 at 6, visibility 10, few clouds 1,000, ceiling 1,500 overcast, temperature 23, dew point 21, altimeter 299.5. Expect an ILS runway 27 on ILS 36 approach. Notice airmen, runway 1836, closed, aircraft more than 41,000 pound max takeoff weight. Advise initial contact, you have hotel.
Yeah, so for us, I'll leave it to you if you want to go around to shoot the 27 approach. That's cool. If you want to do the 36, that's fine too.
I have no preference. One is the same as the other to me.
Yeah. Yeah, when they
Oh, we're going to change tanks.
ding.
We're
Yeah.
almost at the altitude.
All right, when you tell them you want to practice approach, I'd say preferred to be 36.
Okay.
Unless they've got traffic using, 27, because I think 27 is their primary for transport category aircraft and whatnot.
Alright, so 3-6, and let's see what we got available. We got an ILS and we've got an RNAV.
How do we do an ILS? But again, if they say, okay, we can give you radar vectors for 27, then we'll just take that.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Alright.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Not exactly. I mean, I don't find one approach being... I mean, I'd rather have a... I would rather have GPS if I'm just by myself, because it kind of does everything for you and it's pretty... But an ILS is like 1% harder, so... I mean,
Yeah, that's
I have to actually flip this into localizer at some point, and I gotta identify the station and all that jazz.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like literally like so nothing. Alright, so let's start with that. Well, let me see if they're going to give it to us first. I'm sure they will.
No, yeah, whatever.
Comanche 8029 pop request. I see how it's going to be. They're just going to ignore me.
I mean, hell, they'll probably call us in a couple minutes and say, what approach you guys want?
That's true. Alright, en route gun check. Off, gas, undercarriage, mixture, model and prop is good. Excuse me. Alright, we're on one. Approach Comanche 8029 pop request.
Go 29 pop.
Alright, when we go into Tallahassee here in a little bit, can we get the ILS to runway 36 as a low approach, please?
Number 29 pop, you're currently in handoff status at Tallahassee. You can request that with them.
Will do, 29 pop. I thought they would say that, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I threw it out there, hoping maybe they'd pass it along.
Yeah, you're just bored.
I am bored. Why not get ahead? You should always try to get ahead if you can.
Well, we shouldn't get too far ahead.
Worst thing they can say is no, right?
We have to live in the moment.
Okay.
You planned out already. You got everything planned.
All right. Fair enough. Well, assuming they give us the ILS, it's going to be a course of 004. The approach fix, final approach fix is called Boopya. It's at 1600. Then we're going to go all the way down or close to 262. And the missed approach is going to be as published.
Okay.
Alright, so let's make sure we're going to put in...
Now, what I'd be willing to bet is at Suwannee County, they'll probably tell us to proceed to ABC intersection cleared for the approach.
Yeah.
Because they don't,
Yeah.
You're out in the sticks, buddy. Go ahead, go for it.
Yeah. We don't care.
You got all that fancy equipment anyway.
Not bothering us, that's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Already had it in there, apparently.
Okay. So the ILS frequency is 110.30, and what was that? 112.2.
Cross City.
Okay.
So Cross City gives us a
Excellent.
good vector here, but plus it's our...
it's a cross-reference for the final approach fix, is that right?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Once we do the 297 radio, then we're at that point.
Gotcha. Excellent.
Which is the Vans intersection.
And I would put that on a bearing selector.
It is.
Okay, we're not close enough to receive it.
Yeah. I looked at that too and I was like, where's it at?
Yeah.
Now just... hold on a minute. Alright, so we have 15 minutes and then 39 miles. Doing 173 miles an hour.
Excellent.
That's mo better. Really, it's not, because we're trying to build time, but still. And I don't even have this thing actually quite maxed out. But we got a tailwind of 28 knots, so that's why.
Number 29 Papa, contact Tallahassee, approach 135.8, good day.
35.8, thanks. Tallahassee approach, Comanche 8029 Pop, with you at 5,000.
Comanche 8029 Pop, Tallahassee approach, South altimeter 29 or 96, stay close.
96, we'd like to get the ILS into runway 36 as a practice approach, just a low approach though.
Comanche 29 Pop, expect that. On the go, fly runway heading, maintain 3000, return this frequency.
Runway heading 3000 and this frequency, 29 Pop.
Excellent.
Porcher Valley 73 is checking in with you just west of Tallahassee, runway heading passing 1000 for 3000.
Valley 73, Tallahassee departure radar contact, climb and maintain 8000, fly heading to 330, join Victor 198.
8000 to 330, join Victor 198, Dallas 73.
See, sometimes, look at this. No, that's spot on. Just couldn't be any better.
Right.
This is spot on to the horizon, but not to the level point up here.
Right.
But
that's why I'm saying when you're doing climbs and descents, the gun sight works best for -2.
the problem is, I'm finding that, well, first of all, I want to go ahead and adjust this because I'm supposed to be using this line up here, not the actual horizon.
All right.
But the reason I brought this up is you'll find a lot of time when we fly, it's not going to be like this. It'll be slightly down by about 2 degrees, and that's because every time you load and then you got different, the wind blowing you in different ways and stuff like that. So sometimes I think everything's set up perfect. Like today, I'm like, oh, I couldn't do anything. And then some days I want to go home and adjust this because when it's 2 degrees off or something, what happens is I have to go up like almost 5 degrees and then down only 2.5 degrees to get the descent and climb that I want to do.
Oh, okay. How much of an adjustment is that?
It's only a couple degrees, but a couple.
No, I mean in terms of the time.
Oh,
It's not a pilot serviceable thing.
No, because you got to put it on jacks and you got to, do all that
Gotcha.
stuff. So it's a pain. No, I would already probably done it. What would happen is today it'd be off a little bit, but all the other days it would have been on.
Right.
But I set it up properly per the book, and you can see that, okay, it is per the book, it's perfect, but sometimes it's not. It does turn. I've gotten to where I just know that I have to do like 2.5 down, almost 5 up.
3,000. IMC 831 South departure, radar contact. On the maintain 10,000, turn left, direct heaven.
10,000, direct heaven.
No, we only are 11, so he'll probably take us down here pretty soon.
Are you getting many customers where they're using one of these and the HSI, like an Aspen package, and then having round dials as a backup?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very common. This right here is like top of the line, I got crazy money stuff.
Yeah.
Most people will have 2 of these as their main, and that's it. They're just the regular backups and all that.
Yeah, regular.
That's very, very common. The reason I did this is for the exact reason that anybody who does a check ride with me is going to say, oh gosh, how do I really fail him? Because if they dim the screen, he's screwed.
Yeah.
But he still has this, so it's not like he's going to be tumbling out of the sky or anything like that.
Right, right.
I'll have the track up here, so yeah, my heading's off a little bit, but not enough to get lost.
Yeah, and more you're going to find evaluators are just going to go, okay, the book says we got to do a partial panel.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, it's cool to be above the clouds and not worry about,
Yeah.
oh, how am I going to get down? I don't see a hole.
Right, exactly. And if for some weird reason, if on a check ride you did dim the screen, yes, you'd lose your engine instruments, but you'd still have ground speed to judge by.
Of course.
So if you subtract about 10 miles an hour from the ground speed,
Yep.
you'd have an accurate read for flap and gear extension.
And ultimately, all you truly care about is your speeds.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff right here, you're just using this to get your speed, so it really
exactly.
doesn't matter that much.
Exactly. Your pitch and your power are setting all the performance instruments.
Right. And I do set this to this, and that's why we can just charge it.
IMC 831 contact Jack.
However, it would just be very inconvenient and a pain in the butt, but it wouldn't be a deal breaker. Just knowing I have this right here, if a whole panel goes blank, will save my bacon someday if that's the case.
And ultimately, like I say, right now, your level 22, 24, the throttle's out about an inch. 20 to 18 inches is probably an inch and a half out.
Yep.
Probably.
Yep. Just a couple turns.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's about an inch per turn. And you'll know, if you do it too much, it's going to really start sinking.
Right, sure.
You'll be like, okay, put a little bit back in. See, we're doing 170, and I'm dialed back. I can go almost to 23. I can do 27, 22.7 or 22.8.
Yeah.
But I actually dialed it back just a little bit, because it'll be better on gas, and I'm not in any hurry to get there. We're building time here.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel bad for, all the Bonanzas and things like that are normally doing 170 knots or so. It's just, you just got to cover so much ground. I bet they dialed back, do they?
The guy with the G36, we were running around, I want to say about 140, 145 knots most of the time.
Yeah, that's smart.
And we were still, every training flight was across country, just because of the distance that you covered.
Exactly.
We never had any problem. Weather-wise, we ended up having to start early, like we've been doing. And so long as we were, every place in the southeast I've trained, whether it was Kissimmee or Lawrenceville, Georgia, Huntsville or here, whatever, you always had to start by about 8:30, average, to beat any afternoon thunderstorm stuff.
Right.
So if you got your butt back on the ground by around 1-ish, you were okay. Sometimes, like out of Kissimmee in July, we had to look at it and go, okay, it's forecast this and this. If we're back by 12:30, so we'll start another half hour earlier.
Yep.
works out with everybody the same way in terms of it takes a couple hours to get off the ground the first day, then it's an hour sooner the next day, and then it's whenever.
Papa fly heading 120, descend and maintain 2000.
120, down to 2000, 29 pop.
Okay. Now, you briefed the approach before. Did we set up the approach?
No, we didn't do anything.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and do that. All right. Oops.
Okay, let's watch her increase our rate of descent.
Yeah, I'm going to let it come down a good bit now. I'm not sure what to do on the fix.
Then just hit vectors. So where is Van's intersection located with respect to the final?
There's
Just
Van's
outside
right
of it?
Yep.
Okay. So it already did the ideal anyway.
Yep.
That's probably about 5 miles from there.
Yep.
Give or take.
All right, we'll be in actual here in a few minutes.
Valor 73, contact Canada's approach 133.75 today.
3375, Valor 73, have a good one.
November 2, Nata Papa fly heading 160.
160, 29 pop. All right. About to get a little bumpy. We are headed to Vans, but that's... Oh.
He's going to turn you.
Yep. Doing a pretty good 500 feet per minute. Like we're probably going to have leveling off right in the clouds.
Yeah.
I'll be able to log some real actual time. Yesterday was just a joke.
Yeah.
For my 3 seconds I was in the clouds. Alright, approaching. Altitude.
Comanche 29 Papa, flighting 090.
090, 29 Pop.
Okay, 090. Base vector.
Alright, so we readjusted the throttle now that we're straight and level. 22 according to the charts, pretty good.
Okay.
We'll keep it at this speed.
Alright, so what else do we do on base vector?
Alright.
Okay, the chart moved, but let's do what we need to do with the airplane for base vector.
Oh, we can go ahead and put
Configure.
foot flaps in, but I thought for some reason I thought we were going to do that once we turned.
Base vector or within 5 miles of final. So right now we're both, or we're 7 miles from final.
Okay. Yeah, I knew what was coming. I just thought we were going to.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to go here and then there, and it'd be about 5 miles, and then we'd go ahead and do it then. But
So like I say, we plan on base vector or 5 miles.
Comanche 29 Papa, 5 miles from Buffalo, fly heading 030, maintain 2000 until established in the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 36 approach.
030, 2000 till established, clear for the approach, 29 Pop. So what I can't forget is to swap it over to ILS when we make this little turn here.
So I have approach the 4993 out of 67 for 11 with formation India.
Endeavor 4993, Taos approach, descend and maintain 3000, expect ILS runway 27 approach.
10 free file and expect ILS 27, therefore 993.
November 29 Papa, contact tower 118.7, pass along at base support, please.
118.7, 29 Pop. Alright, 118.7.
Yeah, just do it now.
All right. Well, back into heading. Course first. There. I like it.
Okay, a little faster though. 115.
That's strange. The speeds were okay.
Okay, so you concentrate on the airplane, and I'll give them a base report.
All right, sounds good. Just so you know, I'm doing this all by hand. I'm literally fighting the autopilot. I'm not exactly sure why it's having trouble, but that's okay. All right, come on now.
Here at the Miami International Airport is filed. On departure, maintain 3000. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.8. Squawk 2617.
Got it?
29 pop. Come on out of the clouds at about 1600.
November 8029 Papa Tallahassee Tower, Roger, runway 36, clear for the option, wind 270 at 17.
29 Papa, clear for the option.
All right, speed's good.
Maintenance 4, procedures request via Bravo.
All right, according to my instruments, I'm
okay.
not.
Look up, go missed.